Roger Riley has the story of Bill Shout, a submarine photographer, and the photos he left of life below the surface. That's in this week's Veterans Voices.
Bill Shout, he's been gone quite a long time, but his daughter found a cache of his photos. He was the official photographer on the submarine WWII. And here she found all these negatives that had never been developed. She developed them, and there were letters, there were records, all kinds of things, and she gave them to us.
At the Slater Historical Museum, they thought this collection of Bill Shouts was worth sharing, so they put together this display.
He has a personal story that we relate because he came down with appendicitis and they had to take him off his ship, and that ship was later sunk.
It's believed it was Shout's official job to photograph what happened on the WWII, the dogs on the ship, or tight quarters everywhere, some 60 crew members.
And mainly they couldn't be too aggressive because you were cheek to jowl with your buddies here. You had to be pretty easygoing. And when they listed all the qualifications, claustrophobia was at the bottom, which would be at the top for most of us. By a string from one side of the 27 feet from one side to the other. And as they dove, the string sagged because the pressure on the walls was so great.
Also at the Slater Museum, they honor some unsung heroes from this community who also served their country.
Man who we all knew growing up, the father of one of my friends, he passed away. And so she found his papers. And she found that he had been a fireman on the USS Bunker Hill, which was hit by 2 kamikaze planes. It had 600 casualties. 392 died. He never said a word. She had no idea. And so this spurred the idea of unsung heroes.
From Slater, Roger Riley, WHO 13 News.
Fascinating. This exhibit will be on display through the July 4th weekend. Visitors should contact the Slater Heritage Hall Museum to schedule a tour. You can find all that information on our website at WHO13.com. I feel like my breathing was like stressed out during that story. Could you imagine?
No,
oh
I couldn't.
Gosh, he said 60 people were in that submarine at one time.
I've been inside. You can go inside a tank out at the Gold Star Museum, see what those are like. This is something above ground where there is air, and those are so cramped and claustrophobic. I can't even, can you imagine what a submarine was like back then?
No.
Oh my God.
No, absolutely not. Might want to check out that exhibit. Sounds really cool.
Yeah.